All right. So this is the first podcast, KKs Corner. We're with KK Brunson slash Bernice from South Beach. So I'm the moderator, Will Young. What's up, Kay?
What's going on, my man?
Shit, I guess I should tell people who I am. I was a producer and director for a good amount of the South Beach Show series, but I'm way less important. So
That's my man right there.
bring that mic in just a little bit more, just a little closer.
That's my guy right there.
We've been rocking with each other. Shit, I was thinking about that last night. Like 10 years now. It's been a long, fun journey.
You know, good energy flock to each other, so that's why we still here.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Where you at right now?
Hey, listen, I'm at the Hard Rock Hotel. I'm staying in the guitar. You know, most people travel to go on vacation. I just book rooms at this motherfucker. This shit is live.
Well, I've never stayed there. Tell me the makeup of the spot.
It's like 10 restaurants in here. Plus you got a casino. Plus you got clubs in the back. Plus you got all type of flavors of women, men, people. Like you meet so much. Like I just came from laying down in the pool, you know, sipping on a sipper.
What you sipping on?
You know I like tequila, man.
Oh, Lord.
I'm a tequila guy. I ain't gonna say the name of the tequila until somebody give me a goddamn endorsement or something. Yeah. Hey, I'm drinking your shit though.
Until then, it's just generic.
Until then, it's just tequila.
I feel you on that. I've been taking it easy. Last night I got after it a little bit too. I'm in Sao Paulo, Brazil right now, so
okay.
We're gonna be in more permanent situations, but I wanted to get this first podcast out for the people. And yeah, let's chop it up. What's going on?
Hey, shoot.
Man, I mean, first of all, look, we need to talk about. We probably should talk. We're always going to talk sports because we both huge Miami sports people. But we definitely got to give a shout out to DeMar Hamlin. You know, that was a very scary situation. I don't want to bring it down in the first episode, but like, you know, I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like that as far as in a sporting event, especially football, as much as we know how dangerous it can be at times. You know, just send prayers to that man and his family and his people and the team. Is just a very scary situation. So I don't want to bring us all down with that, but I do want to ask what's going on with the Dolphins. What's going on with the Dolphins?
Well, first off, I'm sending my prayers to Hamlin family as well, you know, because most people don't understand that football is very dangerous. And when stuff happens like that, it shows you that it's more than life than football. But, you know, on the other hand, I get my prayers out and I hope he come out well. And I hope everybody learn from this that they are human too. So now you ask me something about my Dolphins.
Yeah, okay.
Now I gotta weigh my baby hair down for this Dolphins. Hey, listen.
Because last time we talked, Dolphins were solid, and now Dolphins.
They were 8-0 when we talked the last time.
And now they're
we lost 5 straight games.
and
I'm gonna tell you the same, just like the Hamlin situation. I don't think Tua has been right after that concussion. You understand? And that's what I keep telling people. Like football is dangerous. If the helmets, I could say the helmets. You know, I coach football, so I know the helmets seem padded. But when you slap your head on that ground, it's a whole different thing. Your bell ring. And a lot of people like to want to finish the game. But I keep telling people, it's more after that. Life is better. So I just think, especially that last game, when Tua got tackled, if he was injured after that first half, he should have told somebody. And if nobody really paid attention, like, he didn't have no cognitive recognition. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just out all over the place. And I turned the TV off. I literally turned the TV off because I knew we were going to lose. And listen, I've never seen a Dolphin go to the championship. I was born in 77. We won everything in 72. So guess what? I feel like I'm the best girlfriend in the world because we never won nothing and I'm still there. But, you know, I'm Miami all the way, 305. Dolphins, Hurricanes, Miami Heat, Miami Marlins, all that. I'm here for it, all the high schools. So,
well, one high school in particular, I'm sure. One high school in particular, which is.
You know what? I graduated from Miami Northwestern Bulls. Everybody know us. And Teddy Bridgewater was a quarterback, not in my day, but that's why I give great shout out to him and the Miami Dolphins because he stepped in, but he got hurt too. I need to tell that offensive line, bitch, I got like $37. Then we go to $1 menu or whatever. I feed y'all boys for 37 days if y'all just block for somebody. But yeah, I coach and work at Miami Central. We state champions this year
I
for the
saw that.
last about 4-5 years.
You're still the
And
athletic
we
director
are
there, right?
recognized as the top in the nation. So we doing our thing right now.
You still the athletic director there?
I'm the assistant athletic director. One of my best friends, he's the athletic director. I still like to coach. I can't take an athletic job right now, like as the head person, because I still like to get my hands dirty. And I'm doing flag football at the time. But with that, I've got every single girl in college, whether it's academically or with a flag football scholarship. So I think I've done enough with the guys. I need to change my little channel and make sure the girls doing well. So, for the last couple of years, we've been doing good, and I hope it goes better.
So tell me about that, just talking about athletic scholarships for women in flag football. Tell me a little bit about that, because I'm sure that most
flag football
people
just
don't
got
know.
flag football just got scholarships 2 years ago. So for the last 2 years, all of my girls has gone to college. It's some girls, everybody on the team ain't gonna get a scholarship for athletics. So my whole thing is for my players on my team to keep a 2.8 or better GPA so that when they take the test, they're eligible to get a scholarship to go to college anyway. So I just think I'm doing my due diligence as a female to make sure all the girls get the same opportunity as the guys, which it's not really going to be even, but we paving a way to make sure that we get enough in college on these athletic scholarships that's there. And I film, we go to tournaments, we travel during the summer. I keep them under my wings the year round, the whole year round. That's why I tell people, when you see me hanging out, you see me on vacation, I deserve it, bitch. I'm telling you, I deserve it. Because I've been doing so much, and my calling has been so many things. I wear so many hats, right? But I think my calling, that's the only reason I'm still in Miami, dog. I'm supposed to be somewhere else. The only reason I'm still in Miami to see that these young men and young ladies make it out alive and successful. So that's the only reason I'm still here.
I mean, I will say, I went to graduate school before I moved to Los Angeles. I went to graduate school in Miami, and it's hard to explain if you've never lived in Miami, but there is a different energy, a different attitude about Miami, which is why, as an adult, I've only ever lived in Los Angeles or Miami, because I have such, I love Miami, and, there's a craziness about Miami. You're either feeling it or you're not. And it's not, I think people always kind of mistake that for South Beach, but that's not Miami. South Beach is a vacation area that is one small piece, but like the culture, the people, it's very difficult to explain. But I try to get back as much as I can, although I haven't been able to come back since before the pandemic. I do want to ask, so what universities right now are some of the women getting scholarships for flag football? Because I just let the people know.
Well, down here we have St. Thomas, we have Flomo. There's I got one kid at some school in Kansas, and it's Kaiser. It's about 25 NAIA schools and Division III schools. They're picking up, like, it's kind of like, how they start small, and as it goes up, they goes up to Division III, Division II, Division I, it keep going up. But those kids are excelling. Like, I got one girl in Kansas, Destiny Martinez. She was on that little thing on Netflix where they had the Liberty City, but at the football teams, the young guys. She was like one of the only girls that played football with the guys as she was young. But I got a lot of girls, like literally. I got Jada, she plays at St. Thomas. I got Fran at St. Thomas. I got one of my other girls at Flomo, like two of them. But the thing is that they parents don't have to pay for their education. And people fail to realize that a full scholarship is a full scholarship. You doing your thing. Like when I could get them a full scholarship, I got two girls at Tennessee State on an academic scholarship. Paris, Tina daughter, and I got Armani, she over there too. I got one at Florida, on a full scholarship academic. I got two at Miami-Dade, because they one of them wanted to do she wanted to be like a pastor or church person. So she went to study religion. And then another one just was like, hey, I want to be a officer. So they went over there to do like the academy and stuff like that. But you really got to get in these kids' heads and figure out where they want to be and what they want to do, and you help them pave the way to get there. So it's a lot of parents. Like I tell them, once the parents figure out they with me, they still be like, "Hey, Bernice, a coach," so they already know they're in line. Like I'm a parent, like
Like a
how you say, a
surrogate parent.
disciplinarian first, right?
Yeah, like a
So they
surrogate
parents
parent.
like literally hand their ass over to me, like, here, this is my daughter. They don't say nothing to me ever unless, if I say I need something, they'll look out and they'll make sure we need something. But I always do fundraisers. I do everything to try and make sure that they get the same opportunity that other kids in good neighborhoods, because we're in a bad neighborhood, we in the hood, we in the city. So I raise money. The little supplement they give you is about $1,600. I spend that shit in about 3 weeks. Basically the first 3 weeks or whatever. So it come back to me. I think I'm blessed. So it don't even matter. If I leave a paycheck to paycheck to make sure these girls get where they need to go, guess what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be blessed at the end of the day, bro.
And I was going to say, just to clear it up, because a lot of people don't know, there's a historically Black university in Miami that you call FLOMO, which is Florida Memorial College. And
Right.
I just wanted to clear it up because a lot of people don't know that historically Black college exists in Miami. And, it's a good opportunity as well if you are interested in going to Miami. And then, I was thinking about Ed Reed now. He's going to be coaching at Bethune-Cookman as well, which I think is huge since, Deion Sanders has left. I don't have any kind of bad thoughts about Deion Sanders leaving. I mean, it's still a capitalist society. He brought a lot of attention to historically Black universities again. I actually attended Virginia Union University for my first 2 years until I moved back to Ohio. But I think that a lot of times, what you're talking about now is these kind of opportunities, especially at these historically Black universities, especially for, kind of young Black people who aren't necessarily, they don't know how to break through to some of these universities. And I just thought it was a good communal space for Black people who don't necessarily, they might not have had the opportunity. Their parents might not have gone to the college, and it's a great transition, but it also gives you these great skills, these amazing skills to actually propel yourself into a career. Because I feel like a lot of Black people a lot of times don't, our families sometimes, I know, and I was fortunate. My mom was a school teacher and, taught grade school, but a lot of people don't have that opportunity to even kind of think about what they want to explore at that next level. And so then it's like, why would I go to college? I don't know what I want to do. But, when I was 17, 18 years old, I mean, I had, like some generic ideas, but shit, I didn't know what I wanted to do either. I just, you know what I mean? Like,
You just wanted to get away.
yeah, well, yeah, I had to get the hell out. I was in Ohio.
So my first thing is about Deion Sanders. What Deion Sanders did was groundbreaking for HBCUs. And anybody who mad at him for taking a position wherever he going should be crazy. Because number one, you broke the ground, like literally giving that type of attention to HBCUs. And it also paved the way for other coaches, like NFL players going to HBCUs. That's a stepping stone. All those kids that was at Jackson State, if they follow him, that's great. People think that, oh, Jackson State not going to win again. They're not going to do this. No, that's not the fact. The fact is that he put the light on all those schools that were in the ground, in the shade. Nobody ever saw them. Now you get another great coach there, and it's just a stepping stone for them as well. Just keep doing what we're doing. You know, Eddie George at Tennessee State. Then you got Ed Reed going to Bethune-Cookman. So it's just different stages of this. It's just the beginning. So whatever Deion Sanders did, I think is great. And we need to just give him his roses right here. Because now those coaches that are in those HBCUs get to go to another school, maybe a PWI. Not saying that that's where they're going to, but then another coach that's coming up could take their position and continue whatever they started. Man, it starts right here. People don't understand how you break the ground, and that's how it goes. It starts somewhere. And Deion Sanders started it. And I'm going to give him his kudos, man. Hey, I ain't got nothing bad to say. He did his thing.
And I also, you know, I think that maybe people just don't understand also the idea that, you know, this publicity creates money, you know, in these kind of spaces. And so Deion Sanders bring enough publicity that ESPN was willing to, you know, begin covering. Like, you know, there's a lot more responsibility on the network side of not covering these places, which in turn does not bring some of the athletes, because to be noticed, you got to be on TV, basically.
Right.
And so the idea that he brought this kind of attention brings money to these universities. And with Ed Reed, that's going to be, you know, it's going to be fun to watch too, because Bethune-Cookman, historically Black university, that's where I wanted to go to school. But my mom was like, you'll never finish because it's in Daytona Beach. And
you're going to be lit.
I'm wild as already. So it's
and there's wild cats out there. And I do mean the cats.
All right. I wanted to go back to something that you mentioned about coaching, because I know, you know, I personally know that is one of your huge passions. I think that the school central wants you to be more administrator at times, but I think that, you know, you're very passionate about coaching. And so just, I wanted to hear a little bit more about your passion in coaching. I mean, you know, beyond, obviously we know working with the students, with the young people, but like, what do you love about coaching?
You know what I love about coaching the most is coaching. Most of the kids, when you coach kids up the right way, they take on your traits and your personality. So number one, what I teach my girls is communication. That's number one. Because with communication, whether you like it or not, you tell people how you feel and what's going on, and they either deal with it or they don't. That's number one. Number two, I teach them about sisterhood. Sisterhood meaning, like, no matter what's going on, you should be able to talk it out, hash it out without fighting or thinking that somebody is jealous of you or they don't like you because of some reason. You can always hash that out. That's number two. Number three is life. Life knowing that we got strong Black females who maybe been knocked down with their upbringing. You know, most of them don't have a father. Most of them in broken homes, the projects, don't have this, don't have that. But when you come to my office, I literally have snacks, waters, any type of things they need, like female products, everything. When they come there, they feel at home. I just don't let them shit in my bathroom. I'm telling them, hey, you can't come in my bathroom.
That's personal.
Hey, listen, give you a roll of tissue. You could go over there, but you can't shit in my bathroom. That's personal. I clean my office myself. Literally, I tell the janitors, you could clean around all this, but I'm gonna clean it myself. I don't want nobody in my office. Because, you know, when everybody came down when that Super Bowl was here this year, those guys from Nike really took care of the girls. Flag football was like number one on their menu. So when they came down, they gave us uniforms, they gave cleats, socks, sports bras, tights, everything. And I would like to thank them because they really took care of the females. So I be thinking, like, every time you come down, they do everything for the guys, but they had a whole different agenda. And that was great. That was right before the pandemic. So it was really great. and it like shined the light. And literally last year when they had the what that is, where the players go, the Pro Bowl, and it was in LA. We made it to play up there, and we couldn't get there because of funding. So that's why, I always ask my friends, I ask my Facebook friends, I ask everybody I got 2,000 and some friends on Facebook, on my personal page. Everybody donated $1. You donate $1, I was able to get a lot of things for the kids. So if I go out and I just ask people, because people don't believe in people, everything that I have, I get to them kids. And working with the females, it's kind of like when they feel like you, working with kids in general, if they feel like you genuinely care, they're going to give you everything they got. They're going to tell you everything. We have to bear the pain of whatever they're going through. We have to listen to their problems. We have to listen to their girlfriend, boyfriend, everything that's going on. And you just have to sit there and listen, because they're judged at their houses. They get reprimanded for the things that they think or the things that they say. So when you have a clear mind and you could just listen to them, they usually answer their own problems. I just sit there and listen. I'd be like this. Yeah, with the same face, cuz.
And
they be like, you think I should? Yeah, you should.
I'm also glad, that, like you're saying, Nike shining. I feel like over the last couple of years, which is, needless to say, it's long overdue. They're starting to shine a light on women's sports, women's athletics now. I travel a lot for my work, for my PhD. And, when I first began traveling to Colombia, for example, it was like, they have these amazing women that play soccer, right? And just within maybe the last 4 or 5 years, have they really started shining a light and building some of these professional women's leagues that are, comparable to the men's leagues. And, they're finally starting to, like in Colombia, I know here in Brazil, like there are several, obviously they're building out the National Women's Soccer League as well, the NWSL in the United States. But it's finally, they're putting some money behind it and giving it advertising time. Being on television matters. It matters to build out any product. You need advertisement. You need eyeballs on a product, for it to succeed, especially a sports product, which is, what do you have if you can't watch it? If they're not showing some highlights on television of the best goals and, the best touchdowns for football, you don't have a product if they're not pushing it. So it's good that they're, really, that some of these kind of companies are starting to donate and bring products. But as you said, also, the work still continues, and your team couldn't come to Los Angeles because of needing more money.
Right.
So I guess we should probably talk a little bit about what everybody's been waiting on a little bit. South Beach Toe. Because I know, we've traveled around together some places, and we're saving a little bit of product for y'all pretty soon of us doing a trip to Colombia as well. But everywhere you go, there's a lot of shout outs to Bernice. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing weekly during our podcast, our video podcast or blog, whatever we want to call it, is reliving a clip from some of the famous Bernice hits, I guess we'll call it. This one, actually, the first one we're doing,
I'm on this tequilas.
The funny thing is, that's the season I left. I was that's the season. You remember I left for a year, or no, not even a year, but I left to do a television show for Playboy. And so I was gone. I was on the other side of town in Miami filming a television show for Playboy. So, but this is one of the episodes I was not a part of. And so I'm gonna play the clip now, and then we can discuss it.
Give me my 115 now or 250 when we get back at treatment. I don't have time for this shit. I'm about to clear.
No, you're not. You can't
Tell you something, bitch. At this point, I don't give a I will run you over.
Let me just give her the 115 so we can get out of here and just end this, please.
Get out of my way.
No.
You dumb black bitch. Get the bitch. Get the bitch. You.
Bernice took out the trash. You ain't a bitch. Bang. Get my money. Listen, man. That episode, it was crazy. Cause you know, when I got on the show, literally, I wasn't supposed to stay. That's number one. Number two, you know, summertime, you don't have no work as a teacher. And when I went there, I knew how to drive the trucks. I had license, I had everything. But, you know, when people call you out your name and disrespect you, it was kind of like I would never, like, as a female, I would never want to fuck with nobody female-ish, nobody. But, you know, she called me out my name. She pushed me. She did everything. So I'm thinking it's a trash can right there. You got to throw this hoe right in the trash. Like, bitch, you going in the trash because whatever you're saying, you either give me my money or you keep it moving. Old man was all right with it. But, you know, she was real spicy. Like, he was a real pushover. Like, he was like, it's okay. I give her the money. She was like, fuck that. I'm like, well, damn.
And I have to say, I will rewind it back because what I don't think a lot of people understood is that they brought you in and you were only supposed to be in 1 or 2 episodes. You came in
right.
And, you know, you were just going to guest. And I think that from the moment you were on screen, it just kind of took off from there. Like the energy took off.
That was that natural stuff. Number one, as a black female growing up in Miami, what parents teach you, not even what the hood teach you is, don't never let nobody disrespect you. That's number one. We fought our way through the hood. Like when anybody disrespect you, we got to fight that shit out. We got to figure it out. And then we'll shake hands. Back then you shook hands. Right now they, you know, doing all the other stuff, but we'll fight and we'll be friends the next day. So, you know, actually during that first episode I got on, and the guy called me a bitch and I slapped the motherfucking snot out of his face, little white boy. But at the end of the day, it was natural. It was like, it just came after. I didn't even know I did it. Like they had them pull me to the side and talk to me because the man's face was really like red and shit. I was like, oh, I ain't know I slapped her. Hey, I slapped fire his ass.
And I don't think people really
I was okay with that.
I don't think people understand the hood in Miami because people have one kind of vision of Miami. The hood's the hood in Miami. Like
right.
It's not.
They
no,
see that
like,
stuff on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
That's for postcards. That's not the hood. You got to understand, South Beach is pretty much for tourists. That's like when you're getting off the boat in the Bahamas. You get off the boat, they have everybody selling you stuff. You got conch, you got everything. But when you really ride through the city, you see what's going on. When you go on the other side of the bridge, you really see life. Like really life. And most people don't take a chance to, you know, slide over there. But it is what it is. You ain't got to understand our life. But it is life. And that's why I tell people, no matter where you go, try to, you know, ride through that city or whatever and check out how people really live. Because in Miami, if you go by any park when there is guys throwing the ball, it's football. Kids in Miami think they need football to live, to survive. When you go to other cities and other states like Georgia and Texas, they play football for fun. We need football. They want football. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how you get most of the guys out the hood. And that's why I tell them, like, this is different down here. Like, it's really different. But, you know, I'm going to get off that because, you know, I be getting in my feelings about this Miami shit.
I know. It's love in Miami.
Vibe till I die, no matter what.
Going back to that clip, I had to laugh because I was watching it and I've seen the episode. That was an episode I didn't work on. And it was funny, just knowing you, she had it coming. Plus, I mean, just disrespectful to him. I mean, he was a little soft with it, you know, but it was coming.
But see, the thing was when she bumped me and pushed me and then tried to hit me, it was like everything in my mind was like, fuck her up. But, you know, there's nobody around to actually witness this shit. You had a camera or whatever going on, but if I hit her, who going down, me or her?
Yeah. And you know, Bash, I
that's
saw Bash in the background, one of the our cam ops. He ain't doing
right.
nothing. He waiting for the
Throw that
club
bitch
that
in the
night.
trash. Bang.
You
And
know?
leave. You got everything you need. You got the car, they got to come pay for it. Throw that bitch in the trash, B.
People don't understand too how hot it is in the summer in Miami. Like it is brutal. We used to film. I mean, what I loved about it is I was probably 4 shades darker because we were outside so much. But other than that, you know, you walk outside, you need Miami's a 3-4 shower a day heat, especially in the summer.
That's why I wear shorts. We wear tennis shoes, no socks. Listen, the sweat go down. That's why I be telling people, y'all, when people in Miami wear Air Force Ones and socks, I be looking at them crazy because I'm more of an old school. I wear the gangster box and I wear Pumas and I wear old school shoes because I don't like to wear socks. Anything that got the leather insole around it, where the insole or the rim don't turn brown or beige because you don't wear no socks. I ain't wearing no socks and my feet don't stink. Fuck y'all. Hey, I ain't wearing no socks. I don't wear socks, and we have summer year round.
I'm a sock wearer. I'm gonna be a sock wearer until I die. My shit will just be
Bruh, I
sweaty
ain't
in
wearing no
there.
socks. My ankle's sexy as fuck. That might be the sexiest part of my body. I lotion up the ankle part. Oh man, and I put a little motherfucking oil on that, baby oil. That shit be shining, man. My ankle's sexy as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I love my ankles. For real though.
So what's the plan? What's the plan while you at the Hard Rock? What y'all gonna do the rest of the weekend?
You know what I've been doing? I literally been laying by the pool. Well, my cousin is a black car holder at this bitch, so we get everything free. So I've been laying by the pool, eating chicken wings, drinking tequila, and just enjoying it. Cause it's January. What? It's winter, and it's 83 degrees in Miami.
This is the
I'm
best.
jealous.
If
They
you,
jealous. They
I
jealous.
know.
I know they jealous. They jealous. It's
The best
83
part.
degrees.
This
I
is
ain't
the
have on
best time.
drawers for 3 days. I just have on swim shorts.
This is the best time in Miami. Like January
Right.
up until like March is the best time in Miami.
Right. You know, it get cold like maybe like around Martin Luther King birthday. It get cold. Cold is like 64 degrees, 60 degrees. It got cold as hell when that cold front went through. It went down to like 50. And we was out here shaking like booty meat, but it was all good, you know. It was all good. We got a couple of sweaters. Everybody put like their ugly ass Uggs, and we just vibe.
Everybody got that 2-wear winter jacket coming out.
Listen, I was walking around. It was 50. It was like 56. You know, I went to school in Tennessee, so I walk around with a sweater and some shorts and some flip flops. And they be looking at me, you ain't cold? Yeah, bitch, I'm cold, but I'm a Floridian, so no, it's different. I'm from Miami, so you always got to show these fucking ankles and legs. Hey, I be vibing, man.
I'm sitting here trying to think too. I was like, yeah, you pretty much every time I see you wear shorts. So I don't care if when you've been to LA, it's always shorts.
I don't care what it is. I got on shorts. I hate jeans, man. I hate jeans. It constructs you, especially like if you go to the strip club with jeans on, you get a lap dance. How that work? You know, keep on some shorts. All the shorts move wherever you want it to move. If they move, you move. Your shorts move. That's how I go. Shorts. I'm from Florida. I'm from Miami. Shorts.
Well, you know, California's got a different strip club scene. Florida.
Shorts.
Oh man.
You know, I went to Cali a couple times. I don't like Cali strip club scene.
They're terrible. Terrible.
If you drink, they not naked. If they naked, you can't drink.
And it's a barrier. It's like a several feet barrier from the people where it's like, you know, in Miami, the strippers are out kind of hanging out with you, like they're kicking it.
Right. That's why I say, like, in Miami, you don't really, like, for me, I don't really pay attention that they're strippers or whatever. Most of the strippers I met are like the funniest people in the world. Like, them little $10, we cracking jokes with each other. I don't want to see you dance. I don't want you to put none of that shit on my pants or nothing like that. I be just vibing. We get drinks, we talk about life, and we crack jokes because everybody know me. So it's kind of like fellowshipping, vibing. I just like to go somewhere and have a good time. It don't matter. You only live once. Just go everywhere. Most people
what's the
think
call?
when you
Got
go
chicken
to the
wings.
strip club, you gotta be getting dances. You gotta be doing this. I know a lot of strippers. Strawberry, Tip Drill, Pinky. Everybody from Miami, whoever did their thing, started somewhere, and they somewhere else in life right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at you as a stripper. I look at you as trying to pave the way. I don't care. Even Diamond worked her way through college stripping. You feel me? So you got to look at it.
People don't realize what's it called got some of the best chicken wings in the city. And now the name is escaping me. Tootsie's. Had the best food.
Right. The Office got the other best food. Motherfucker, when you take one was open, had the other best food. It's about
Take One
the
closed?
food, the drinks, and the music.
Is Take One closed?
Take One closed. Adrian James opened it up as the one. And
Okay.
I've been there like a couple of times. I'm
We
older
shot
now.
there.
When I was younger, I used to go there as soon as I get out work at 2:30 and stay there at about 6 or, slide down to Benny Hunter, give me a couple of rolls and go home. But yeah, I don't know if it's open right now.
We did, I would say, shout out to
we did that.
our whole crew
We did that,
for
bro.
Jerry
We
Curl.
did that.
We shot at.
I had to break you open. I had to pop your little cherry.
We did. We filmed at at one.
At
Shout out to
Take One,
Edwin James and his family for letting us.
It was the one when we filmed that.
Yeah, it was the one when we filmed it.
Yeah, definitely.
But Tootsie's is the spot. It's a great. I hate to sound like a commercial for the spot. They got good food. They got the pool tables in the back. Everything in the back is. First of all, it's
like
kind of hard to explain.
Strip club, restaurant, sports bar, everything.
It's as big as a Costco. What people don't understand is several stages. It's like, and they got these kind of almost stage play setups, but then stripper poles in, and then you go to the back room, and it's a restaurant, and it's a nice sports bar, and so you can go see any fight. You could go see, they got football on all weekend. They got every sporting event that you could think of. And so, you tell people, oh, we're about to go to Tootsie's. Like, oh, okay, yeah, fool, you about to go to Tootsie's. Of course you are. Like, no, I'm really about to go eat dinner at Tootsie's, though.
Right. So, yeah, that's why I tell people Miami is very different. And everywhere you go is different. But here, it's special. People don't understand. They look at the South Beach part. You got to really enjoy yourself and get into the city and just vibe. That's why I tell people once they come to Miami, they be like, oh, this is like the best place. You don't have to have that much money to enjoy Miami if you just chilling. Like we go to the beach. We go to different little places where you don't have to spend money. Me, I'm very frugal. I save money. I try to do the cheapest things to have fun. And people be like, why she here? You goddamn right. Wow, I'm here the same reason you here. $20. We could drink all night. So I be vibing, man.
Yeah, that's what everybody puts their money on the beach. But it's all the, even from the Black flavor to the, the Latina vibes in different parts. If you're going out to Doral, like depending on the area is a totally different vibe for each city that you can actually have a good time on a budget. But everybody wants to, South Beach, you have an overpriced meal that's lukewarm with a server with a nasty attitude because they work on South Beach. And
hey, listen, if y'all ever come to Miami, y'all call me or text me or inbox me, whatever. If you got my number, if you don't call me. Hey, listen, if you come to Miami, just ask me where you need to go eat, chill, and vibe at, where you're gonna have a good time. It's like Cheers. Everybody know your name. Just have a good time.
And with that said, thank you all for watching this first episode. We're working out some kinks, so we about to keep this going every week. every Wednesday. Also, any questions that you have for KK, aka Bernice, drop them in the comment section. We will answer any question. It can't be too personal. Anything, we'll throw it out there. We might tell you to kiss your ass, but we will answer questions. We'd love to hear from you. What clips do you want to see? What clips do you want to hear about filming behind the scenes? What was going on? What it was like? We want to hear from the fans, and okay, it's all love. And
you already know it. I'm finna go back by the pool. It's some Africans. I met 2 people from Turkey. I'm finna enjoy myself, bro. I'm having a good time today. So y'all catch me next week, Wednesday. We gonna go up again. Whatever y'all need to ask, put it in the comments. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're from Spain, Italy. I don't care. Tell them all to link up. KK's Corner. This is us. We going up 2023. What we say? Yeah.